Mom.
Yeah.
But also on the horror side, this is an incredibly, like the last one, very suspenseful movie. And I think back to that first one with like the shower scene, it almost, with the hand on the glass, it almost reminded me in a way of Psycho. And then this has a downbeat human element. So I was curious, what are some of the inspirations? Is Hitchcock an inspiration?
1,000%. I mean, the first movie, this is an extension of the first movie. And so what my touchstone is, I've now watched as much horror as I possibly can, as much genre as I possibly can, and I love it all, but I think this movie I really wanted to feel like a throwback. So it was definitely all the Hitchcock stuff for sure. I watched religiously, and then I watched, Alien, certainly Jaws is a huge touchstone for me. I think at the opening of the movie, there's even visuals that I wanted to feel the sense of Jaws, almost like on the beach when we were at the baseball game. You kind of get that sense is, I think Jaws is a perfect film. And I think that storytelling-wise, what I learned from it was simplicity, the strength that comes in simplicity. That idea of just getting your characters that you love from point A to point B is sometimes journey enough. You don't have to think of all these crazy ways to, sequel this thing. You just tell the story in a way that's organic and real, and it may be as emotionally impactful, if not more.
Well, related to that, as you said, you became a fan of horror while making the first one. Did anything come out between the two movies, that really grabbed you?
Oh, I mean, a lot of stuff. Most recently, I certainly loved Us. I love everything that Jordan's doing. That was an amazing follow-up for me to watch. And I think most recently what I liked was The Lighthouse. I really loved Robert Eggers' follow-up to The Witch. Was so, again, horror, yes, but such an artistic accomplishment that happened to be extremely eerie and scary.
One of the few movies I had to watch twice to write a review.
Nice.
Well, I know the first one introduced you to horror movies. Has there been any that came out in the interim that you really enjoyed or that you've learned to really like?
Well, Parasite is it for me right now. Have you seen it?
Yes.
I thought that was amazing. I really like that kind of storytelling where it can be authentic and you hope it doesn't happen.
Well, it's scary, but it can be also funny.
Yes, exactly. With their characters and their relationships, and it was really interesting, and also to see how different storytelling is in Korea.
Like the sound of this video? All of our music was licensed from Soundstripe, a subscription-based royalty-free music library for filmmakers, podcasters, YouTubers, and more. Soundstripe. Keep creating.